Hey, I'm Tom Haberman, author of the Seven-Figure Photography Business Secrets and founder of Tom's World Collection, One Headshot, and Tom's Visuals. Why do so many photographers end up broke? Most of them skip the business plan because they think it's only for bank loans or investors. They assume they'll figure it out as they go, trusting creativity to carry the business side. This is episode 3 of our 5-part series on building a photography business plan. In episode 1, we covered the complete overview. In episode 2, we dove deep into how to use templates without making them generic. What is a business plan and why does it matter? The real value of a business plan is not the document itself. It is the structural thinking that forces you to answer even uncomfortable questions before those questions become emergencies. What will you charge? Who exactly are you targeting? How much do you need to earn your cover expenses in January when bookings dry up? What happens when a wedding cancels and you have already spent the deposit on gear? A photography business plan is a structured analysis of your market, your services, your costs, and your financial projections. It is not a vision board. It is not a list of goals you hope to achieve someday. It is a document that answers specific questions about how your business will function and stay solvent. The distinction matters because photographers often confuse inspiration with planning. Writing down that you want to book 30 weddings next year is not a business plan. Documenting how you will price those weddings, what expenses you will incur, who your target clients are, and what happens if you only book 15 is a business plan. A complete business plan covers 7 core sections. Each one answers a specific operational question that determines whether your business will survive. Executive summary, company overview, products and services, market analysis, marketing strategy, operations plan, and financial plan. Your market analysis becomes the target market highlights. Your financial projections become the revenue and cost summary. Your services and pricing strategy becomes the product's overview. The executive summary does not exist in isolation. It distills the deeper work into a format that communicates viability quickly. Business plans with a completed executive summary, financial projection, and target marketing analysis double the likelihood of securing a loan. Even if you never apply for financing, completing these sections forces you to confront the math behind your pricing and the reality of your market. Most photographers who undercharge do so because they have never done this math. A marketing plan is a component of a business plan. It focuses specifically on customer acquisition and sales tactics, usually covering a 12-month period. A business plan covers operational structure, financial solvency, and long-term goals across 3 to 5 years. The confusion between these two documents causes real problems. Photographers often invest heavily in marketing, allocating 7 to 12% of revenue toward ads, social media, and SEO without knowing whether the pricing supports profitability. You can have the best marketing in your city and still go broke if your pricing does not cover your costs. A marketing plan tells you how to get clients. A business plan tells you whether those clients will keep you in business. A business plan establishes the financial framework first. The marketing plan then operates within those constraints. If you build your marketing plan before your business plan, you are optimizing for the wrong outcome. The act of writing a business plan changes how you think about your photography business. It forces you to move from reactive decision-making to proactive planning. When you operate without a plan, every decision happens in isolation. Should you buy that new lens? Should you lower your prices to compete with a new photographer in town? Should you take on a wedding that conflicts with your editing schedule? Without a framework, these decisions become guesses based on whatever feels right in that moment. Entrepreneurs who write formal business plans are 16% more likely to achieve viability than those who do not. Only 33% of small businesses have a formal business plan, yet those that do grow 30% faster than those that do not. These are not small differences. They represent the gap between photographers who build sustainable careers and those who burn out after a few years of inconsistent income and constant stress. There's one primary failure mode in photography businesses: undercharging. Running out of cash is the inevitable result. A business plan directly prevents this by forcing pricing and cash flow decisions to be grounded in real numbers. Undercharging happens when photographers set prices based on what feels reasonable rather than what the math requires. The business plan forces you to calculate your actual costs, including equipment depreciation, software subscriptions, insurance, self-employment taxes, and the hours you spend editing and communicating with clients. Cash flow problems happen when photographers confuse revenue with profit and fail to plan for seasonal fluctuations. In the wedding industry, most weddings take place between May and October. That creates a cash gap from November through April. Photographers who do not plan for this gap often find themselves unable to pay January bills despite having earned good money in September. What the business plan process reveals is your true cost per hour, the minimum price you must charge to break even, how many bookings you need to hit your income goals, and when cash will be tight, and how much reserve you need to survive those months. Not every photographer needs a 30-page document, but every photographer needs the thinking that a business plan requires. If you are applying for an SBA loan, you need a formal business plan. The document needs to be comprehensive, well organized, and backed by realistic financial projections. If you are self-funding, you still need the same analysis. The only difference is the audience. A formal plan is written for someone else to evaluate. A working plan is written for you to reference and update. I recommend building a complete plan once, even if no one else ever reads it. Then maintain a working version you review quarterly. A business plan is not a document you write once and file away. It is a decision-making tool you reference whenever you face a significant business choice. Should you raise your prices? Should you invest in new gear? Should you accept a discounted client? The business plan turns gut decisions into informed choices. If you are tired of posting content that gets likes but no bookings, join the Elite Success Accelerator for free. The link is in the description. Subscribe so you don't miss episode 4, where I break down the mistakes that kill photography businesses and how to avoid them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.